Okay, so I've had a request from a subscriber to freeze dry the pink pickled eggs, and there is a video out on that, and they're a lot of fun to do around the holidays. So we're going to give this a try. I don't think this is going to be one of the better freeze dry experiments, but we're going to give it a shot. And the reason is you've got the yolk that is high fat material, and then you've got the white, which in this case is pink because of the beet juice, that's high protein, low fat, and so they're just not the same material. But I could be surprised, you know, so we're going to give it a shot. And the way that I prefer them is salt and peppered. And so we're gonna just give them and maybe we'll just do one side. This is pink Himalayan salt and fresh ground pepper. And we're just gonna repeat this process of cutting and salting until we fill up the trays with all of the remaining eggs that we have. And we're going to get them in the freeze dryer. Alright, so I just got these loaded up, and I ended up with about 16 of the pickled eggs. And so that's what we have on the top couple of trays going into the freeze dryer. There's the second tray. And we also have some chicken that we're going to freeze dry. This is mostly chicken breast. There's a little bit of chicken thigh meat diced up in there as well. And it's all have the skin and, you know, any visible fat, etc. pulled out of it. And then something that we've never tried before, but we're going to give a shot, is some bratwurst. And this actually may be hot Italian sausage. I just refer to it as bratwurst, but it's actually hot Italian sausage, what you would buy, marketed for that. So we're gonna get that started and come back to you when it's done. All right, 17 hours and 20 minutes later, the batch is done. And this lower tray is the hot Italian sausage. It feels freeze dried. It's definitely solid. Tastes freeze dried. Looks good. Chicken definitely looks freeze dried. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's freeze dried up real nice. So get that into some quart jars probably. The real coup de grace. The pickled eggs. They kind of freeze dried the way I thought they might. Where the yolk, you know, freeze dries a lot differently than the white, or in this case, the pink. So, but I think they're technically freeze dried, but yeah, I mean, the yolk is completely freeze dried. It's not bad. Probably better pickled than just plain raw egg. Let's try the purple, the pink purple part. Well, that's surprising. I don't know what if that's salt or what that is freeze dried on there. Anyway, I would say there's not a whole lot of reason to freeze dry eggs like this. And if it weren't for the subscriber request, I probably wouldn't have done this to begin with. But you know, maybe I'll let some friends do some taste tests and we'll see if they like them or not. You know, I guess if you were careful with them backpacking, you might be able to keep them, because they're not super delicate. You know, the yolk will probably crumble pretty easy, but I mean, these are no more delicate than any other freeze-dried product here. Anyway, we'll get these probably in jars. Well, maybe in Mylar. Anyway, we're gonna package these up and see, those are interesting. Huh. See the sort of lamination section in there, the light pink and the dark pink, and then the yolk. Anyway, I mean, they taste fine. They've got a good pickle taste, but we're gonna get these packaged up somehow and probably get these into some quart jars for making meals later on. So on to it. Okay, so we have loaded the quart jars in the freeze dryer, and now we're going to turn on the vacuum. So you can see the pressure's dropped there. Below 3,000, we're just going to turn that off. And now these are vacuum sealed. As soon as we open the drain valve and let the atmospheric pressure back in, it'll force the lids down under the ring, and we'll be vacuum sealed in our quart jars. All right, so there we go. The lid is vacuum sealed. That's how you do it. So there's the vacuum sealed lid for the Italian sausage, and notice, you know, there's not any, or doesn't appear to be any free grease or fats that have settled, you know, in the quart jar, even though they condensed on the heater element of the tray unit. So that's good. There you go. Well, we ended up getting both trays, so that's about 16 pickled eggs in one Mylar bag, and we got almost a quart of the freeze-dried Italian sausage, and we got a solid quart of the chicken. So that's great. That'll be good to start putting together some combination meals using different ingredients. I still think I probably wouldn't go for this. They taste good, but they don't look good, and I'm gonna have to have some people taste test this and report back in a different video. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you and your freeze drying. And if you haven't subscribed, take a minute, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, and make the selection so that you get notifications to receive updates. Notifications when we update new content here on the channel. I am active on Instagram and Snap, so if you follow me there, sometimes you'll get some additional content through those venues. And remember, anytime you can, get up, get out, live a little. See ya. Okay, so we just finished the second batch, which gives us 16 ounces of dried pasta that has now been cooked. And so that's roughly 4 ounces dry per sheet. But we've now cooked this in the Instapot. And we've got all 4